Hello, welcome to Vintage Cookbooks and Crafts. My name is Barbara and I have collected cookbooks for over 50 years, and I am slowly making recipes out of the different cookbooks that I have collected. When I made the Indiana baked beans video out of this book, I mentioned that when my little garden starts producing bell peppers, that I would make the plantation stuffed peppers recipe that's in this book. This Farm Journal freezing and canning book is from 1963, and today I am going to make the plantation stuffed peppers. So let's go to the kitchen and get started. In this pan I have 2 pounds of ground beef, and I'm putting in 2 cups of onions, chopped onions, and 2 cloves of garlic. And here I have water boiling to put my peppers in. When I cut my peppers, I cut them vertically, and then I cut around the stem end, and then clean out the white pithy stuff and the seeds. And now in this boiling water, I'm putting my pepper halves. I'll put about 4 in at a time, and I'll just blanch them for about 2 minutes. And while I'm blanching that, I'm still browning my burger and onions and garlic. I'm just cutting out the pithy part and removing the seeds. The recipe calls for 8 green peppers. But most of my peppers are smaller, so I'm going to, a couple of them were average size. So I'm going to be putting in a few more than what is called for, because they're small. Okay, after a couple of minutes, I take them out and I put them in this strainer. And this sits over the sink to drain the water off. And then I put the next few in. So I'll continue to blanch the peppers and brown the beef, and then I will come back to show you what's next. Next it calls for 2 cans of tomato soup. But because I'm doubling this filling, I always double the filling because my husband likes extra filling in his peppers. So I'm using 4 cans. The original recipe called for 1 pound of ground beef, 1 cup of onion, 1 clove of garlic. But this can number 2, can number 3, and can number 4. Make sure we get all that out of there. The instruction says to add the tomato soup and the seasonings. Normally it would call for 2 teaspoons of chili powder, but in this case we have 4 teaspoons of chili powder. I will have the original recipe down below. When you start reading the description below the video, you press on more and the recipe will be down there. Okay, now it says to cover and simmer for 10 minutes. So while that's simmering, I am going to cut up the cheese. It calls for a 1/2 pound of sharp processed cheese, or shredded or sliced. I'm using 1 pound of Deli Deluxe cheese, and so I'm going to chop that while my sauce is simmering, my filling is simmering. My kitchen is very small. I do not have a lot of counter space. So I'll be back after the sauce simmers and I add the cheese and the rice. So now I need to add cheese. Cook slowly, stirring occasionally until cheese melts. Stir in rice and cool. But that's cooling if you're not going to use it right away, but I am going to cook it right away. The freezing and canning book has you wrapping, cooling them, and then wrapping them individually to be taken out when you want to make them. And I'm just doing it all at once, like you would normally make stuffed peppers. These aren't going in the freezer. But there are times when I make a couple of pans and I'll put 1 pan in the freezer and make one right away. But today this is going to be our supper, and some of it's going over to my daughter's house. And then we'll have leftovers tomorrow. So it's not making it into the freezer. So I'm going to let that melt a little bit. Then I'm going to add the rice. And this is 2 cups of rice for this recipe. And the original recipe calls for 1.5 cups of cooked rice. Now this isn't called for in the recipe, but I like to put some tomato sauce in the bottom of the casserole dish. My mother always had tomato sauce in her stuffed pepper. So I'm going to have two casserole dishes. Okay, the cheese is just about all melted in there. You can see the difference in colors, the swirls, the marbling as I stir of the cheese getting blended in there. And now I add the rice. Oh, oven's preheated. Okay, so now all I have to do is fill these peppers. Uh-oh, slobbering. Don't be slobbering, Granny. So I will continue filling these and then I'll be back. So this is the end of the filling. And I have the oven preheated to 400 degrees. Okay, now I'm going to cover it with foil. And it says to bake in a hot oven 30 to 45 minutes. And I'll have to move the camera in order to open the oven door. It's out of the oven now. I wrapped up the second pan. I put plastic over the top of the peppers. Then I put foil over and then foil around the entire pan and marked it stuffed peppers and put it in the freezer for another day. Let me get a taste of this. Get some of the pepper on there. With the garlic and the chili powder in there, it has a little different taste than what people are used to on stuffed peppers, but we really like them. Yep. And in two of these halves, it equals one pepper. I hope you enjoyed watching me make these plantation stuffed peppers from this freezing and canning farm journal cookbook. And will like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And remember, I always put the recipe, what I make, down below in the description for you. Until next time, goodbye.